No offence, but what does this say about your political processes in America and the state of democracy when you have a president like Joe Biden saying he's going to run for another term, and also Donald Trump being the most, popular leader according to the polls on the Republican side? What does that say?
And I think one is 80 and the other is 76 and so forth. Look, I don't think we're the only country where politicians try and hang on as long as they possibly can. And parties, and to a certain extent, voters, sometimes like the devil they know better than the devil they don't. So, what has Joe Biden got going for him in the eyes of the Democrats? He beat Donald Trump, and they appreciate that. It's always difficult to displace the head of a political party, regardless of what part of the world you're in. So it's a variety of reasons. But yeah, a recent poll, and I've seen LJ, says that as many as 2/3 of Americans would like to see somebody other than Trump and Biden at the top of the ticket. But right now, that's still the way it looks. That could change, however, here in the next couple of months.
I'm just looking at some of the headlines here. The evidence mounts that Democrats are souring on Biden. The Hill, step aside Joe Biden. Atlantic, as you mentioned. When is the optimal time for Biden to drop out of the race? The Hill again. We need a serious conversation about Joe Biden's brain. They are extraordinary headlines. And to one of those questions, when is the optimal time for him to drop out, and how would he do it?
Yeah, there's two answers to that question. It's very interesting, Laura. It's not really been debated here. The easy answer is the sooner the better, because it would allow all the other Democrats to get involved in the race. But the more subtle answer is after the convention in the summer of 2024. Why is that? Because after the parties pick their nominee, if the nominee changes, the party picks them. The voters do not.
Ooh,
so let's say,
clever.
for example, the Democrats wanted to offer Oprah Winfrey or Michelle Obama. They would wait till after the convention, because that way the party leaders pick the nominee, not the voters.
Is Michelle Obama a serious option here?
I don't think she is. I don't pretend to know the Obamas at all. I've met them a couple of times, but I know a lot of Democrats. I do a lot of television here. In fact, just today, I was talking to some high-profile Democrats in a television interview, and I said, look, has anybody from the Obama family given any indication they want to come back to Washington? And the answer is always an unmitigated no chance. Oprah Winfrey, maybe, but not Michelle Obama.
All right, finally, let's end on cocaine in the White House. Where's that investigation up to?
Why not?
Is it Hunter Biden? I know the Republicans want it to be Hunter Biden's, but surely not.
I doubt it. I could bore you with details of what that part of the White House looks like, where the cocaine was found. My guess, LJ, is if it was found where we now think it was, about 500 people a day go through there, and the chances of finding whoever actually put it there is very slim. I know there's a lot of Republicans who would love for it to be Hunter Biden. I don't think that's going to happen. Still, it's a very serious breach of protocol and security. To have a controlled substance like cocaine inside the White House is a big deal, and I'm sure the chief of staff of the Secret Service are pulling their hair out over the last couple of days, but I do not think this will mean the end of the Biden administration.
No, certainly not. Imagine being the person who is sitting at home knowing it's theirs. That's quite some pressure to be under. Mick Mulvaney live in Toronto for us today. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Laura.